If you have any questions of why we're in my bathroom, it's because honestly, this is my safe space. This is where I come to hide away from my kids, my husband, and just the world because ain't nobody gonna bother you in the bathroom. So I thought it was fitting that I did this video in here, just how I would be if I wasn't recording. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try this. Try recording this way. All right. So this video is about. All right. So this video is about being authentic, and not just being authentic, but how do I show that on camera? How do I show the authentic me on camera? That has been my biggest challenge so far on YouTube, to be real with you. And I think that's because that's a big challenge that I have overall in life. Being comfortable in my own skin, being comfortable being me. And not only that, but showing that to other people. Being vulnerable, right? What is that? There's so many thoughts rushing to my head right now. And I did not script this video because I wanted it to be authentic. I wanted it to come off straight off the dome. And I wanted it to just flow. I don't know where that's going to go, but we just going to enjoy the ride. Meaning me. Let's see where this takes me. Let's see where this conversation takes me. So, all right. So, the biggest challenge that I have, I think, with being authentically me and showing that is because there's so many different sides of me. And I was struggling with the idea of not only which one is really me, but which one of those of me do people mostly want to see? There goes my people pleasing and just molding into what I think people want to see me as. And that's why I struggle with being authentically me. You see that cycle? So, all right, so check this. See, even now, like, I feel like just as a Black woman, I have so many different sides of me, like so many different aspects of me that can change throughout the day depending on my mood, right? No, seriously, it can be as complex as that. So, am I the Patricia when I'm frustrated? Is that truly me? Am I the Patricia where I'm silly? Is that truly me? Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm so complex as a person. So, how do I How do I show that? And people be like, okay, well, which one of you are we gonna get today? Are we gonna get the mommy Patrice that's tired? The mommy, are we gonna get the mommy Patricia that's tired today? Or are we gonna get the fun, energetic Patricia that's on one today? Are we gonna get that calm, cool, collected Patricia that's chill today? Like, which one of me are we gonna get? Nah, for real, like it comes down to like being that complicated. So then you take those complications and you're like, okay, well, how do I then translate that on video and be authentically me, as people say, to show up as, right? Yeah, so that's what I've been pondering about. And so let's back up a little bit and give you so let's think about this. How have I practiced being authentically me throughout my life? Think about a time when I've practiced being authentically me, where I'm just showing up as myself, not trying to please nobody, not trying to be somebody who I think you want me to be. When have I showed up as? When was the last time I showed up as that? I don't know. I feel like maybe back in college, maybe is when I could remember being in a space where I was like trying to figure me out, and I had the space and opportunity to really explore those different aspects of me and present them to people, no matter if they like them or not. You know, that was a time where I felt like I could demonstrate that and I could show up. But over time, I think I went back into my shell like when I was growing up, where I just have this constant need to feel like I have to like kind of warp myself into what I want, what I think the other person in front of me wants me to be. You know, whether that's my family, whether that's my friends, whether that's just a stranger on the street. Sometimes I just be like, why do I have to have this representation of myself to this person, changing my voice up and shit just to make myself look in a certain light to this person. But I've done it so much that I don't know anything else. Like, let's just be real. Like, I've done it so much over the course of my life that I don't know anything else really. Yeah. So here we are. I've literally been pondering over this idea of being authentically me and how to show up as me and present that. I've been pondering about that for weeks. And I came up with the conclusion that, like, I have never really done that. And I think that I'm in this stage in life where I am now ready to do so. I'm ready to, I feel comfortable enough to be me and to show that, no matter what that other person may take from that, because they're going to do that regardless, right? They're going to assume something about me regardless. And I think that that's always been in the back of my mind. Like, you got to make sure that whatever they assume about you is good. You want them to assume that you're smart. You want them to assume that you're capable. You want them to assume that you're not poor, that you didn't, you want them to assume so many things about you. Let's just be real. because of our own insecurities and our own ego. So now, as a grown ass woman with kids, I now have a greater responsibility than I had before, which was just to myself, right? But now it's like I have to be strong and I have to be that example that I want my kids to be. And I do not want my kids to show up in life as a representation of themselves. I want them to be their motherfucking self wholeheartedly. Because I know that who they are is enough. And that's it. So then I need to know that for myself, that I am enough, that who I am and how I am is enough. I don't have to change up my voice. I don't have to think about the right words to say. I can just speak from the heart and just express the world and how I see it through my eyes. Right? That should just be it. That should just be enough. And it's going to be okay when I show up as those different versions of myself, because I am different versions, right? Shit, like as a black woman, we learn the code switch from day one in this world. So duality is always going to be there, always. And I need to sit comfortable in that, in all of those spaces. And I will. I definitely will. So I felt like with this video, I wanted to show up as me. So that's why you literally see me, right? This is me up close, up personal, in my personal space, doing the things that I love to do, being around the people whom I love. This is the most intimate that you can be with me, right? In my space. And I felt like, okay, like don't overthink it. Just show people how you view the world. Just as simple as what sparks my interest. What am I looking at when I walk down the street? What am I focused on when I'm in a restaurant? Just the little things that I notice. Other people may not. Just the little things that I notice, other people may not. And that's what makes me me. That's what makes me authentic. And if I'm able to capture that and show that, then that's showing me. And that for me is going to be the key of how I'm going to show up. You know? He looking for me. See? I think they looking for me. Babe. You looking for me? You looking for me? You looking for me? I'm in the bathroom. See, I told you they can't find me. Oh, yeah, I'm in here. I'm just recording a video. Yeah. All right. So, so this is what I got to say. So, going forward, it's not going to be hard for me to be authentic and show up as myself and show that to other people. Why? Because all I have to do is just show me being me. That's it. Show up being me. And I know, as simple as that sounds, it's so fucking hard. It's so hard because you want to make things appear a certain way so bad. Even when you're recording, like for example, when I'm recording, I made sure that I cleaned up. I made sure that the space looked a certain way. I made sure that, like I was setting a scene that was not reality. That's not showing up as yourself. Show up as yourself. And that's it. That's the key. Show up as yourself. Um, I don't know if any of this made sense. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if any of it made sense, but I tell you what though, like for me, I was able to have a major breakthrough. I'm gonna tell you that just for me. So it's cool if none of this made sense because it made sense in my head to be able to now freely create. And I take a deep breath because I'm like, man, as you know, it was just like, it felt so constricting to create because I'm like, I felt like I had to be on. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to be on all the time, like when I'm recording. And that messes up your art. Like that's just not, it don't flow right. It wasn't flowing right. It didn't feel right. And so now I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand. I understand the assignment now. I get it wholeheartedly. Um, for sure. For sure. I know I did not introduce myself. My name is Patricia Lachey. What's up? You can introduce yourself in the comments because I mean, why not? I always say that. But I truly mean it. Like, hit me up in the comments. Say, hey, you know, what you ate for breakfast. I love to hear it all. I love for people to just reach in and tap in with me because that's why I'm here on YouTube, to tap in with people and to find my community, find my tribe. That's what people always say, right? You want to find your community, find your tribe. That's what I'm here for. So tap in with your girl. Like, comment, and subscribe. All right. I hope you have an amazing day. And even if you didn't, that's okay. We still got tomorrow, right? Tap in with me next time. And until then, peace.